If that's the case, lady, I'm taking a bathroom break right
Yeah,
this
go do
second. I'll
that.
be right back because I'm not gonna be able to. I'm gonna have to do like special features. Lucas gets a new pair of pants.
Hey
Again, hey
everyone,
everybody.
and welcome to Why Are You Still Here? And this, I know it's been a
Been a long
really long
time.
time since we've done a special features. I had to look it up to see what number it was. It is in fact 16. So there you go. And we're gonna actually do two this month just because it has been such a long time.
And you guys know how much I
But
love special features. It's always my favorite segment. It's the best. They're
indeed,
just our chill
indeed.
episodes. Our
And
come hang
being that
out
it
with
has
us.
been so long as well,
With a
I mean,
lot
I
of
have like a
stuff.
stupid amount of stuff, unfortunately. It took me forever. 3 trips to the basement,
Just
I
to
think.
corral everything down here, yeah.
Yeah, I also didn't want to just like damage anything in the process, so I had to bring it down in a specific way. But
Yes.
before we get started with that, today is a very specific day, Lucas. What day is today?
Well, we became an independent nation how many years ago?
1776.
Four score.
Yes.
Something like that, right?
I think that was Abraham Lincoln, but that's in a roundabout way, that's what I'm getting to. But really, rather than our independence, happy Jaws Day, Lucas.
Oh yeah, someone put that on a community post that if you do anything this 4th of July, watch Jaws. Very good.
A Kevin here. You get that reference?
Yes, I do.
You're like, this is my uniform.
I know. I saw our manager pull them up the other day on him, and it gave me quite a hearty chuckle.
Oh, pulled it up like the
Yeah,
Miriam.
because no, it was Saeed,
Oh, okay.
which made it even better.
That
And
is
he just
hilarious.
ate the shit and just let it be. It was great. I love seeing Kevin humbled.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
it's Jaws Day, and I usually will not wear a white shirt, but when I do, it is a Jaws shirt.
Yeah, we don't wear white shirts.
No, I don't like them. I don't like them
I
at
like
all.
black shirts. They hide my pit stains better.
Yeah, Lucas has pit stains, and it's interesting because you would think that I would too, because
Yeah,
I sweat more
but
than
it's
the
just me.
average hippo. I would say more than the average human being, but it's much more than that. And you'd think that I would have like the stainiest of pits, and I don't. There was one day we were at work, and I was like, feel it. It's bone dry. Feel it. And to my surprise, Lucas actually did feel it, and he was like, it is dry. And I was like, I know. I don't know why. I mean, maybe my pores are so clogged up with deodorant or something. I don't know. But everywhere else, I'm just pouring sweat except there.
I'm
Don't
so
know why.
I'm so jealous of that
It's
problem.
very strange. I know. I know. Um, it reminds me of the people that have been to like Vietnam and they experience like Agent Orange, like they
Hmm.
came in contact with Agent Orange. So now they're like one armpit works and the other one doesn't anymore. And like one eye doesn't open anymore. Like just like really weird. Not that I'm laughing about that, but I'm just that, mutated human being basically
Yes.
without even being to Vietnam. Anyway, so when it comes to special features, it is, if you don't already know, it's like Lucas said, it's the laid back show. There's not a whole lot of structure to it. We talk about, you know, maybe movies, TV shows that we've watched that we wouldn't normally do a video on. Like not it's not important enough to do a video on, but we might just want to say
So
something
here,
here or
Brandon,
there
let me
about
let
it
me
since
just
the
let me just steal the
last.
microphone from you, the proverbial and literal microphone here. So there was a
Yes.
movie that I saw. I didn't make a short about it. I didn't feel it was fucking worth my time.
Mm.
In fact, I didn't even feel it was worth talking to you about until we just were on camera, or I talked to you at work.
Okay.
I saw a little movie called Blackening.
Oh,
Did
okay.
I get some laughs? Yeah. That movie fucking sucked. And it has almost
Really?
it's got like between an 86 to an 88 on Rotten Tomatoes. No white people are reviewing this movie at all. And I'm just like, Dude, it was not fucking good. It was so shitty.
That's hilarious. I think Cody Leach did.
Did
Did
he?
he
It
not?
was, I don't know, but I just typed in blackening and there was like 2 people that did a video on it and it was all overwhelmingly positive. Of course, you can't say anything bad about it, but if I'll give it one thing, it did have practical effects. It wasn't like CG stuff, so there's that.
Yeah.
Wasn't good.
Well, that's good. At least I really thought you were gonna say the boogeyman, but we're past that, right?
Yeah,
It's been a
we're past
while.
that. That
Well,
made the
I
Boogeyman look like a fucking Oscar worthy film.
well, I'm very happy to hear that you had an immediate example. So so yeah, just like that. Movies, TV shows that we've seen that we would never do a video on. Anything that's on our minds, you know, if we're working on an episode that's coming up, if we have an idea for an episode coming up, if we have
Yeah,
I
screw
don't
all of you
know,
who
you
didn't see The
know,
Flash, by the way, which we've talked about, and we have another video
yes.
coming up on because that
Yeah,
movie was great.
eventually, yes. Go see The Flash for sure. There is a video up at the moment of just me solo, but we do have another
I know
one
you
with
guys
the
can
both of
finally
us
get a break
coming.
from me.
And yeah. And yeah, it's coming eventually. It's a long video, so
I'm excited though.
it's
I loved it. So
it's a great movie though. So yeah, definitely go check it out. And yeah, so whatever. We talk about our schedule and Lucas's favorite part, all of that stuff aside.
yeah, I don't care about any of that. I just wait for
we
Brandon. I'm just
we
like,
have
shut
like
up, dude.
show and tell,
Show and tell
where we show off purchases that we have
that
partook
we have
in
accrued
since the
since our
yeah,
last
there we
special
go.
features.
That's a better one. I was gonna say purchases that we purchased. That we accrued since the last episode, and being that the last special features was
like
at
what,
least
2 months ago? Yeah.
then we've accrued a good amount, unfortunately. So yeah.
Yes.
And other than that Flash video coming up, there's not really anything too excited on the horizon. But
Though, just to keep you guys updated, it's almost August, and that's the beginning of Halloween for us. So it's literally here, guys. Like it's
we're
it's
getting
Halloween
closer.
time.
I know it felt like it was going to be forever, but it's like
I
really creeping
know.
up
Oh my
really
god! Because
quickly.
I kept saying like again on the show. I said it to you. If I said it once, I've said it a million times. How Halloween 2020 after the shit I've gone through for the last like 5 fucking years, that was such a great day, and it's not going to be completely replicated this year because my life is significantly better this year than it was.
Yeah.
However, I kept thinking, dude, it's going to be so long. I'm going to have to wait forever. I'm getting upset. It's right around the corner, guys. It's here.
It is. We're 1 month away from when a Rob Zombie Halloween movie would release in theaters. August. So in a weird way, it's like yeah, as a big Halloween fan, like we are of the season and the movies, everything, it really does kind of start in August. And here's a photo right here of Spirit Halloween, apparently.
Yeah, they're popping up, guys. They're starting to pop up.
Yeah. I was shocked.
See the smile? There's very few things that can make me
thought,
smile like a schoolboy.
I told Lucas that when I was driving down the road and I saw it, I was like, dumbasses have it up from last year. And then I'm like, oh my God, no, they're actually opening. It's not open yet, but they're in the process of getting it opened at the moment. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, we got
that's the earliest I've ever seen one pop up. Ever. Usually it's August they start getting their stuff together.
And like mid-August they start to open up, yeah. Early September-ish.
Yeah, definitely September. Yeah, that they're actually open by like mid-September. Usually around my birthday. My birthday's September 22nd. So usually
yeah, I'm just hoping it is earlier this year though, because Brandon and I have a lot of fun world hunting to do with ghost face masks this year. So
yes.
That'll be a big special features when it happens because we're going to be on the lookout for each other. So if I find one, he finds one, good copies, we'll just buy them. And then if not, we'll resell them or something. But it's going to be a big ghost face year.
Definitely that. But don't forget the other hunting as well of thrift stores.
Oh,
for the exact same
vintage
thing.
Ghost face masks.
Because you wake up much earlier than I do traditionally. You have your whole like morning or whatever going on, and then I'll wake up later on, you know. So it's like I can handle later in the days and you can handle earlier in the days. Anytime that stock is put out,
we're gonna
must find it. We must. But yes. Anyway, I think that's all for that. I mean, I had a short, but I saw Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I thought it was very, very entertaining. And actually, there was something I had to say. So this is for Lucas's benefit here. I've said it many times on the show. By the way, the movie was really good. I liked it. Anyway, so I've said before, like I make fun of Xbox. I say I think it's stupid and stuff. That's more so
Here
just
we're going.
me
Okay, yeah.
joking. I don't like Xbox on a personal level. Like I wouldn't get it for myself, but when I say it's stupid or it's crap or whatever, I'm just kidding. It's very
I've only cried about it 10
comparable,
times, but I'm over
obviously, to
that.
Sony. And back in the day, it actually had the edge on Sony.
Not
Really.
anymore, but it did. Yeah.
No, yeah, the technical edge. It didn't have the consumer edge, but it had the technical,
yeah.
whatever. It gets weird, but I just think it's more so funny just to crap on it. But anyway, but I've said before that Microsoft has never had an exclusive that I've cared about. There was the time where I almost cared about that Dead Rising 3, and then I was like, and then it eventually came out for all systems anyway. And I'm like, and Sony's got the better, exclusives, obviously. I'll bring up Brad again, since Brad is an Xbox guy. I mentioned, I was like, does it keep you up at night that you can't play the Spider-Man games? And he literally went, shut up. And he walked away and he had a tear in his eye. And I'm like, I struck a chord, I guess I did. I couldn't imagine being a big comic book fan and not being able to play those Spider-Man games, like some of the best games that have ever been made ever, whatever. There's a ton of that kind of stuff. Bloodborne, you name it. A lot of good stuff. And I'm just like, what does Xbox have? They have Halo. I don't care about Halo. What else do they have?
You have Halo and Gears of War, and then you have squandered properties from Rare that don't get fucking used. You also have, well, now you have Bethesda stuff like Starfield, but I mean, there aren't exclusives on Xbox. There are not. My Xbox Series X, right behind Chucky, right there, is literally to play my Xbox original and Xbox 360 games in 4K. Almost primarily. It is also a great backwards compatible machine. Game Pass is awesome.
When you get really hot in the basement and you just stand behind it and you let it blow warm air on you.
It comes up from the front, so I just like,
Oh, you just go to the front of it. Yeah. So whatever. You mentioned Bethesda, and that's actually where I'm going with this. So Bethesda did like Wolfenstein 3 or something like that.
They published it, but it's developed by id Software.
Okay. There's also another company involved in this called like Machine Games or something.
I don't know. Not ringing any bells, but
we'll find out. Anyway, so I was watching a video, and that was just a really roundabout way of saying that in the video, this person goes, "Oh, there's a new one of these coming out." And
what, Wolfenstein?
There is, huh?
Wolfenstein?
Wolfenstein? No, no. You'll see. Don't worry.
Okay.
And I was like, there is. That's almost as good as hearing there's a new James Bond coming out, which game
there is.
And there is, obviously. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. Whatever. That's what I did as I'm watching this video. And then all of a sudden I looked it up and it's like, oh, Xbox exclusive. And what is that game, Lucas? That's the new Indiana Jones game.
What?
Yep.
First of all, I didn't know there was one. And number two, on Xbox, well, if you have a PC, you can play it on your PC, but wow. Yeah. Why would you want to do that? Because PC is so fucking awful in 2023. There, I said it.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever had such a high to a low so quickly in my entire life. And I went and I watched the trailer to it. It's it's amazing. It was only a teaser trailer. Obviously,
Is it just like a
they'd never
cinematic
get
thing?
Harrison Ford's real voice, but obviously they're going to have his likeness. It's going to be badass. It's going to be, current gen Indiana Jones game. My God, we were supposed to kind of get that, and it never happened. The Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings, which is a game that ended up coming out for PS2, Wii, and Xbox, I guess it must have been. Maybe not even Xbox. Whatever. It was Staff. No, it was PSP. It was PSP, PS2, and Wii, right? And I have the Wii version, and it could be better, but whatever. That was being developed for PS2. Oh my God. That was being developed. Let's just cut that and let me start here.
Strike that. Reverse it.
It was being developed for PS3 and 360. And the project went on for like 2 or 3 years of being developed, and it was going to be amazing because it was like, the first time that Indiana Jones was going to be on like really powerful consoles, and they ended up canceling it because there was too many issues that arose with it. And so it ended up just being a Wii version, and it's,
stripped down piece of trash.
It's could have been much better. It's not the worst thing in the world. I've been playing it actually, but it could have been much better. So I don't know. I'm so excited. Not really though. I was excited. I mean, I am, for the fact that maybe it'll eventually come out for PS5. I don't know. When I was reading the article, this is what's really funny, that it was 4 days prior, it was announced that it was only going to be an Xbox exclusive. Up until 4 days ago, it was going to be on PS5 as well.
Do you need to borrow my Xbox for a couple weeks when this game comes out?
If you'll let me.
I mean, you're my friend.
All right, thanks. Sounds good.
But then hold on. You're gonna have to learn your arch nemesis, which I still don't know how he thinks this, but this is the best controller I've ever used in my life. So I don't care. Stupid. It's literally, I'm sorry, but like my hands just fall in the perfect spot with this controller. That's
what she said. I know, obviously I still have the idea in mind of like the original Xbox controllers that were like this. And I have
a reference for you guys. So here's the Duke.
Oh,
and
Jesus
then here's
Christ.
Here's what the modern one is. So obviously,
yeah, that's a lot bigger than I even remember it being.
It's disgusting.
That is 3 times the size.
Yeah, and then the worst part is that the buttons aren't even in a perfect triangle, or you know what I mean, like this.
Right, so it's not natural.
It is. I tried playing Halo 1 with this because I hadn't used it in years, and it's unplayable for me. This is the worst. It's ass.
It is the worst. Yeah, you're not the only person that claims that the new
Series X controller,
is the best one. I mean, other people have said that
so
as well.
Fucking great.
But I've held them in my hands, and it was it was fine. But yeah, so it's going to be an exclusive, I guess, and I'm sad because it looks absolutely badass.
I'll check the trailer out. Well, I'll insert clips of it, obviously, but I'll watch it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's like it goes across Indy's desk, and you see like little things here and there. And dun, 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 dun,
is it an original story, or is it like the movies? Oh, okay, cool.
Yep, original story. It's like a new version of like the we used to get original indie games, Indiana Jones games.
Yeah,
I can't say indie because that's a different thing.
Independent developers.
Yes. Like there was a lot of stuff. There was Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine.
Yes,
that was
I remember
one
that
came out for N64 and PC, I believe. And then Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb. That was a huge one, for PS2 and Xbox. And then eventually the Staff of Kings. So that was bad enough as it is. And then I was like, you know what? I really want to go back and play. Because also Staff of Kings has the Fate of Atlantis on it as well, which was like an older.
How many? Yes. God, there's so many.
Oh my God, that's only scratching the surface, let me tell you. But the Fate of Atlantis was an adventure game. It was before it transitioned over into like 3D graphics, and
So it's
so
like
it's
a
like
side scroller.
Telltale before Telltale was a thing. No,
Is it on
no,
PC?
I mean, it was originally developed for PC,
Okay.
and then it was on some other things as well. But it's an adventure. It's a point and click adventure
Yeah,
game,
yeah.
right?
That's why I figured
And
PC. It sounded like that, yeah.
there might have been some other things too, like Apple II or whatever, and their Apple DOS, or I don't know, but that's immaterial. But that game is also on Staff of Kings, so I've been playing that a little bit too, and it's really cool. It's a fully voice acted game. It's it's smarter than I am. I only got a little bit into it, but whatever. It's a lot of fun. And I'm like, well, the one game that I really can't play other than Infernal Machine, I guess I could get it on Steam. I don't know if my computer will handle it, but whatever. Is Emperor's Tomb. And I'm like, I guess I'd have to, get a PS2 again, one that doesn't break on me, and then get the game and then play it. But it's like, it sucks that there's not a more high quality version of it. And then this guy in this video I'm watching happens to mention, by the way, it's on Xbox Game Pass.
Well, I'm not always right, but I'm not always wrong either. Brandon, tell me what you see here. Unless it just left. Sorry.
So
what?
So yeah, the Emperor's Tomb is on Game Pass, and he's like, so if you have
I can't swap my HDMI cable because I want to look now. I have Game Pass though, yeah.
Insert a picture of it right now of Lucas discovering that it's actually on there. Or just a photo of Lucas's face like this.
Or a photo of me or a video of me scrolling through Game Pass and it's not there.
Yeah, that would also be very good. It would make me happy probably. But yeah, he's like, oh, it's on Game Pass. And so if you have Xbox Game Pass, go give it a go. And I'm like, ah.
Brandon, Xbox is starting to drive a hard bargain for you now.
I don't even want to talk about it. So I was like, I have to let Lucas know about this, I guess.
Very good.
Unfortunately. But yeah, that was a long story. I apologize for it. But it was a good story because it's the first time I've ever admitted that Xbox had something of value. You know what I'm saying?
Finally. So, it had to happen at some point.
It would have had it
sure
with
as hell
GoldenEye,
don't know.
But then they gave it to Switch as well, sort of.
Yeah, in the backhanded kind of way.
Yes. Anyway,
let's get into it, Lady Branson.
We have stuff to show.
As per
we're gonna show it.
So all I have to show off today, guys, are video games and t-shirts. That's it.
Very good. You have one more thing.
Oh, okay. I'll save it. I'll grab it. You can't. I don't even think you can see him from here. No, you can't see it from here. But I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, though? It's a holder of sorts.
Yes.
Yes. Very.
I've used it many times already. That was a joke.
I store Legos in mine. Anyway.
Do you really?
Yes. No. I'm not going to put anything in there. Anyway, so you could begin, I guess. I don't know. I have more than just t-shirts and video games, though. I have some physical things.
We'll start off with the first game since we're talking about Xbox. I finally had to go into the Dark Pictures anthology series. I fucking love The Quarry. That's my favorite of all of them. Because I played I played two of them. Until Dawn is great, but I really like The Quarry. I loved it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. But I started playing this one, and why did I get this one on Xbox, you ask? Because I'm thinking I still want to build up the PS4 collection. And I'm pretty sure the PS4 version has like the smart delivery thing where like this automatically upgrades it to like the 4K version if you put it in your like Xbox Series X. So like
that sounds correct, I guess.
Yeah, so like it has the enhancements. So I guess it should have like the PS4 Pro enhancements too for that version, but whatever. So the reason why I picked up this version is I was having a conversation with my buddy the other day. We're talking about how this is just an authentication key for the digital download that's on your system. what's going to happen in 20 years potentially when this CD key just doesn't work? What system is going to be the first to axe backwards compatibility that way? And I would think, just given the way Jim Ryan has been running Sony and the way they don't care about backwards compatibility in old games and old IPs, they just want to move forward with new stuff and which whatever I also get. But I just want to go with Xbox for this time. Only reason why.
Yeah,
however, I'm not
doesn't
too far
matter.
into the game. I've only played it for like an hour or so. Nothing has really happened in it yet, but the graphics are really, really good. Like,
yeah,
very, very good.
Sean Ashmore's in there on the cover.
So I can't say anything too much about it yet though, but I'm sure I'll like it. It's just crazy though. All of them start out the same way. They have the narrator that stops at the end of each chapter, and it's like the pause screens all look the same. Whatever, but I'm excited to get the other couple games as well. So I just had to get the first one. Usually I buy them all at once, but we had something else I bought all at once.
Yeah, that's cool. And it's I don't want to spoil anything, but I mean, have you gotten onto the ship?
Yeah, I'm on the ship.
Okay. And have you had it before where you think you saw something and you went, oh, that must have just been my eyes as you're playing?
I didn't really think about that, but now that you mention it, maybe are there ghosts on this ship?
Because
and
it's real
there's
quick.
a reason
like,
why we can't go diving yet.
Right at the beginning of it, right when you get onto the ship.
Yeah.
Because I remember playing it and I'm like walking and I started going into another room and it has like a transition for a second going from one room to the next, and all of a sudden I saw like a flash of something and I was like, that looked like a woman. And I'm like, it must just be my eyes being weird, because what? There's nothing there. And then all of a sudden, when I was least expecting it, there was this ghostly woman that showed up for a split second, and I literally jumped. And I was like, that is going to be forever ingrained in me now from this point moving forward, because it's just the way they do it. It just makes you think that it either glitched out or your eye glitched out and you just saw something that wasn't
I'll be on the
really,
lookout.
you know what I
for it now
mean?
then. Yeah.
You know, it's like almost like peripheral vision kind of thing. We were like, what? Oh yeah, there's nothing there. You know, that kind of thing. They did that really well. So it freaked me out.
Very good. And also those are the some of the only games that like I will bust out my big astronaut headphones for my like my PlayStation, my Xbox, because those games really lend themselves very well with like the subtlety and the sound effects and everything. The sound design is great in those games too. So, and especially for the PlayStation one, Until Dawn, because like there's that ending scene where you have to hear where all the creatures are in the house, and it has like the 3D audio so you can hear what's up top and what's on bottom.
Yeah,
it's awesome. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Yes,
see,
indeed.
There was an exclusive right there.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you can't play that on your sex box now, can you?
No.
Which
Same thing with
I
Heavy
didn't.
Rain, Beyond Two Souls.
You can play it on your PC, but
did Detroit Become Human ever have a release on Xbox?
I have all those on my PS4, so. And I played Heavy Rain since it came out on PS3.
Heavy Rain is the best.
That game is great, but the PS3 version, don't ever play that one. Don't ever go back to it.
That's how I played it. I liked it.
Did you ever play the remastered one? Because old school Heavy Rain is like 15 frames a second at worst. It can get really chuggy.
No, I mean, when I played it and beat it,
yeah,
it was a few years ago, and I said probably like 7 years ago, and it was because I kind of missed it when it came out, and I decided to go back and finally play it and beat it. It was on PS3.
Yeah, no, I bought the PS3 version, and then I ended up upgrading it on PS4.
Of course, the PS4 version is better now, but it's not bad. And I like that it has like 7 different endings and stuff. Yeah, so good. It was Telltale before Telltale. I don't know what to go with. I guess I'll go with this just because it's something that I hinted at last special features, and I was like, yes, I'm about to buy it. I haven't bought it yet. Don't yell at me. And that's, of course,
oh, there we go.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
I love the cover.
It's a fantastic game. Yeah, that's for the deluxe edition, which I was so used to. This cover of it, obviously no steelbook. They don't like doing steelbooks for Star Wars games. I don't know why.
Except for Lego Star Wars. The
I know
Skywalker
that's the
saga.
only thing, which is a completely different company, TT
Yep.
Games, that takes
Mhm.
care of that. So yeah, so I was so used to this. I just realized that the art is all bent up on the side. That's really annoying. I don't like that. Anyway, so I was so used to this cover, and then I saw the regular cover at Best Buy the other day, and I was like, oh, that's nasty.
Ugly.
That's nasty. So whatever. Damn it. How did that happen? See, I wouldn't care if I had a steelbook version of this. Now, being that this is the only thing I have, it annoys me. It annoys me when the art is crunched.
It's those stupid fucking these things. Because the same thing happened. Okay, the disc is in my Xbox, but like this part, because there's such thin, shitty plastic
I hate
that when anything touches it, it fucking pops through. Yeah, I have the same problem. And
Yep.
I bought this brand new. It was like new old stock. I got it for like $10. It was sealed.
Wow.
I'm like, yeah, I don't have to. Okay, maybe it was like 15, but whatever. My point is, it was cheap.
It always ends up in those bargain bins.
Yeah, so I figured if it's that cheap for a sealed one, I'm not fucking getting it used. It'll be in pristine condition, but nope. Got a fucking snag on it, but whatever. What can you do?
Hate
Can't
that.
win them all, Brandon. We are so anal about our physical media.
No, it's so stupid though. I also, they'll like go do this kind of thing, like you'll buy it, and I'll do it with this shitty steelbook I have here that's all bent and stuff. But you'll go like, okay, here you go. Like, this is how I'll hand it to them. I'll go, okay, here you go. There's the barcode. You can scan it. And they'll go, all right, where is it? And they'll like keep slamming it down and stuff. And they'll be like, oh, there, yeah, okay. You know, and I'm just like, stop it. Yeah, I know, isn't it?
Did somebody sell that to a human being? That is,
it was Best Buy.
I know who it was, but like, how do you look at that and say, I'm putting this in a box to ship to you?
Right? And like this is all like crunched upwards. I don't know if you can see that at all.
I can see it. Yep.
Like the actual spine.
Yep, it's popping
the metals. It's called crunched upwards and stuff. I know. I literally have it just sitting here for. It's also Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm.
It all comes back to Indiana Jones. If anybody watching this, I think I've said this before, if you want this Temple of Doom screwed steelbook, mostly just good for the 4K disc inside, let me know.
Man.
Pay shipping, and it'll be yours.
Oh, you said that a while ago.
I know. I just had it sitting here.
Yeah. Very good. So I think I'll just bounce back between t-shirts and games. So I'll just go to the t-shirt this time.
Sounds good.
This one is a fun one because it has not only one of our favorite movies on it, but it's also yes, Willy Wonka. He's back.
Let's boogie. Yes, continue.
It's the Weish colored stab.
Yes.
I love this. Isn't that great, guys? It has purple and green and stab. I walked up to Brandon at work. I'm like, hey, Brandon, have you seen the movie Stab? And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, you're about to be in it. And then I showed him like the Weish, the Weish scream, and I loved it. I saw it. I got it at Spencer's. I grabbed it immediately.
It's good, yes.
Yeah, it's good shit.
The real story was Lucas came up to me and goes, have you seen the collaboration between Scream and Weish? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then he like opened up his shirt and showed it to me. I was like, oh, I get it. The colors. Yeah, that's badass. Yeah, I saw you really wearing it the other day, and I was like, have we not had a special feature?
Yeah, we haven't yet.
Yeah. As we stood in the rain. Anyway.
Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain and telling me just what a fool I've been. Yeah, that's what we were doing.
And was the long fist. I haven't seen that movie in years, so I don't know how to quote that. I saw a video with Jake Lloyd in it, and he seems relatively well adjusted.
Oh, thank God. Good for him. Poor
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah,
We
he's
talked
like
about
doing
it ad
conventions a
nauseum.
little bit.
Good for him.
Yeah, I feel very bad for him.
I do too. That's
He
fucked up.
was treated terribly. Anyway, so keeping it, I guess, with Star Wars, I didn't buy that, obviously. That's from back in the day. I just have it sitting here, the Watto Cup.
Yes.
Anyway, these are together. All three of them are together, and they're terrible. I hate them quite a bit, but I bought them because they're 4K. But
Okay.
I hate myself a little bit for doing it. Unfortunately, it's past the point where I can return them now, so whatever. And it is the Steelbook for A New Hope.
Oh, okay. So I saw these on the Best Buy website, and I was wondering if you were gonna get them or not, because I know you have some 4K Steelbook copy that's not American, correct? For Star Wars?
Of Star Wars?
Yeah.
No, the original 6 are American Blu-rays, Steelbooks.
Okay.
And then all the recent ones, besides The Force Awakens, because The Force Awakens hasn't ever had a 4K Steelbook. It only had a Blu-ray Steelbook. So that one's Blu-ray, but then everything else after that is 4K. But these are like the special Disney like 100.
Yeah, the Disney 100, because it's the year
edition, and
I know
all
all.
these
Trust me,
100s are terrible. They all
I
look
know
exactly
all
like
about.
this.
I know, because they have all like the Mickey cartoons and stuff. I was looking at some of them I like,
Mhm.
and like
Mhm.
yeah. I'm very well
Unfortunately.
aware of the Disney 100 this year, my friend.
That one is
Yeah, those are
Empire. Is
so
that
what it was.
terrible?
I know. Yeah. So what's Return of the Jedi? Serviceable.
Again, they're 4K and they're Steelbook, so I got them. But nobody else purchased them. You go to any Best Buy,
I know.
and
I
there
see
was
them
so
still in
many of
stock
them on the
everywhere.
shelves.
I didn't even want them.
Yeah, they're pretty terrible. And I got
Duncan.
them like 3 months ago, and they're still in wrapped up. So that shows you how much I like them.
Yeah.
They're embroidered though. I mean, there's that. Like
There's that.
they're like stamped.
Yes. So is it my turn again?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
I did the stupid Star Wars ones.
So all right, well, I guess I have to show off the peripheral for this one. So the other day, more like the other month, and I told you about this, and it started when I just walked into work one day, and I'm like, I was talking to somebody, I can't remember who it was, and I was like, I just had like this disgusting huge urge to play like Guitar Hero. And that's when one of our coworkers said, I have 3 guitars for you. Paid him $40 for these 3 guitars. I'm like, hell yeah, I can resell at least one of them.
Yeah.
They were all junk. I could not fix one of I would have to literally eat away this battery acid and then resolder this battery pack back to the controller. So much more time and effort than what was worth fixing this fucking thing.
Sure.
So I wanted everything on Xbox, because if I do multi-platform, I always go Xbox 360. It's my choice of preference. But however, the easiest way to go about playing Guitar Hero is the Wii. And I'll tell you why. Because the Wii controller, as they call it, the Wii-tar, has the Wii remote has the Wiimote in the guitar. So all the wireless and like the star power stuff just comes from this. And the PS3 and 360 controllers have completely different, not completely different, but the boards are different because they use different Bluetooth connectivity. The 360 uses Bluetooth, the 360 or the PS3 uses a dongle. All 3 controllers are fucking whack. So the easiest thing to do was to go on Amazon. This cost me like $70 for this fucking thing.
Okay.
So I eventually got it working. So then I went to Trash Depot to pick up a stack, because of course they're going to have everything. So I'll start off with the first one that I got here. And this one was the one I was looking forward to playing the most. Guitar Hero World Tour, because I don't know if I'll be able to show this on here.
I'm in the business of misery. Let's take it from the top. She's got a body like an hourglass.
It has misery business on it.
Yeah.
So here, all right. So if we're gonna talk about misery business, here's one of my t-shirts, Paramore. So there you go.
Very
There's a twofer
nice.
for you guys. I love it's a great song, and the album this is on kicks fucking ass. Hell yeah. So anyway, this is the one Guitar Hero game that I've really been enjoying, but the rest are Rock Band games. So we'll get to that when we get to them. But Misery Business was on here, and Haley Williams is like, I'm pretty sure a playable character. Like her likeness is in the game, so it's pretty cool. I liked it.
That's funny.
Yes, indeed.
Back to that guitar. Is that like an actual separate remote that's sticking in there, or is it just look like that?
So there's a back door, and then there's like the nunchuck attachment, and then you put that in there, and then you can also get it's called a RAFnet adapter, and it plugs into that, and then you can plug this in your computer, and then they have like all different kinds of like homebrew like Guitar Hero stuff that you can play. So like all like different tracks, like custom made songs. So maybe at some point I'll pick up the RAFnet adapter, but I'm fine with this as it is for right now. So it's cool.
Interesting.
And then you use the analog stick right here to control the Wii menu, which is I've never done that before. It's really weird because you always use the pointer. So, and this is the best strum bar, by the way, I've ever used on a Guitar Hero controller. It is so fucking like, listen to that.
I can't hear it. No, unfortunately not. You have the same settings on as I do, as it won't pick up like little off sounds here and there. You'd have to go in there and like change
the game
so it can pick up everything, but then again you're gonna get like, it's just not worth it, I don't think. What you can do is cut out me saying all of that and just add in a sound effect of you doing that and act like that actually made that sound during the episode.
I like that. We'll do it. And I'll cut this part out so that way nobody knows.
Very good.
The Hollywood trickery.
I'm still so angry, by the way, about that cover being dented at the side. And it's like, it's paper. I shouldn't care, but I do. Like, I swear, I don't care at all when I have a steelbook and that's just extra to me. You know, I'm like, I don't care. I have like a stack of them set aside. But when I don't have the steelbook, it's like, all my care goes into that one thing.
If you guys didn't know, Brandon's OCD is off the fucking Chizarts, as the kids say. So it has to be perfect.
There's a lady.
Yes, you are a lady.
Indeed. Damn, Brandon looks like a lady. Damn,
you look like a lady.
Damn, Steven Tyler is a lady. Damn.
And he has the biggest mouth I've ever seen.
Yeah, so that's always been the case. But have you noticed that he looks like your lesbian aunt now?
Somebody made that joke like a couple years ago.
Aunt.
Yeah. He totally does. Him and Rod Stewart together.
Yes. Rod Stewart really does, I guess.
Yeah.
Barry Manilow. They're pretty much the same person.
What are you, a gay man? I will never fucking forget that.
That's called the Brandon classic.
Truly. If anybody was wondering, I was talking one day about how much I have this one Barry Manilow album on vinyl, and it has like all these really good songs. Like I'm a sap for some sappy love.
He's like,
songs
I'm a fan-alo.
That's pretty good. And then Brandon said that only gay men like Barry Manilow. And then he, like, in the next breath, proceeds to say how he went to a Barry Manilow concert with his dad. I'm like, what? Your dad's a gay man?
It was a good one. I liked it.
That was funny. And that was like probably like 2 years ago. It was a while ago.
It was a long time ago. Yeah, that was the very first concert I had ever gone to was Barry Manilow. And it was against my will, so don't hold it against me. So I don't know what to show. Let's see here. So I'm just moving on up to the best ones eventually to be shown. But
we'll move along just to make it through.
Even when all hope is gone. Anyway, so I guess I'll show this. I don't know. Shazam! Fury of the Gods Steelbook.
I like the cover for it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's got Helen Mirren on the back and Lucy
Very
Liu.
Good.
And
you're no Lucy Liu
girl.
but
that I don't know what her name is.
something. It's from a song. I'll insert it. Maybe we'll do 5 seconds of it this time, so that way they don't get fucking pinned.
Quite Lucy Lou.
Yeah, exactly. Rachel Zegler, apparently. I don't know. Apparently.
Yes, ma'am.
Indeed. That's it. On to the next.
All right. This one, I think I might have even worn it in an episode. I think I wore it in like one of the last ones we did. I picked up my ghost shirt with Papa 4. So I made some like offhanded comment about a ghost face collector who only likes Ghost because the name Ghost is, Ghost face. And then Brandon's like, hey, they're fucking good. Don't you talk shit. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna listen to them. And then like within, I want to say like a month and a half, I became like a fan for sure. So
Yeah.
I had to get a Ghost shirt. They have a lot of really, really good Ghost shirts at Hot Topic.
That's good.
And right now, Hot Topic they have like a big sale, and I did accrue $15. That's the word of the day. This is the secret word. I did get my $15 in hot cash.
Good shit.
I know.
Yeah, that was a good day. You like were like, oh, Ghost, blah blah blah, and I was like, I was like, they're good, and I sent you some songs, and then Lucas became a fan.
Oh, they're great
over the time span of the following week. And then I don't know. Next, you'll probably see some Slipknot shirts or something pop up because there was
because that's the next
we had about Slipknot. Because everybody has
Corey
this
Taylor
opinion.
is a god among gods, apparently, that I never knew. Like,
oh my sweet Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, I love Corey Taylor, and a lot of people don't know. I mean, I didn't know when I first started to get into Slipknot that he not only does Slipknot have like softer songs, not that not that it matters because they have hard songs that are good too, but the fact that they do have songs that are like really soft and like emotional, and like you'd never think that, thinking about Slipknot. And it's like, yes, there's songs where you think that there's no way that's Slipknot. Then they have the entire Volume 3 album, which I don't know if you've listened to that, like I gave you for homework, because that album is definitely like the best way to like, just throw yourself into the middle of Slipknot, because it's a good mixture of both soft and hard music. And it was also Slipknot when we were kids, like when we were probably first found out about Slipknot. That's what was happening, was Volume 3. And he has the voice of an angel.
He's great.
As well as his other band, Stone Sour,
which I didn't know that. I'd heard the name, and I did listen to a couple of them too. I didn't know that was, for lack of a better word, a subsidiary sister band, basically, of Slipknot.
Yeah.
I had heard the name. I hadn't really heard any of their songs, but it's just been floating around in the zeitgeist. But yeah, check them out too, and great. So,
yep.
Check out
a lot of
back
people
in a month. We'll get the Slipknot shirt with my hot cash.
Certain Slipknot songs and they just assume like, oh, it's new metal. All they do is just
see. That's what I thought Ghost was gonna be, was like new metal or something, which I wasn't gonna have a problem with, or like heavy metal or death metal.
Not.
And they seem more like kind of like a Metallica kind of sound or something, kind of like a dad rock thing in a way.
Yeah, I don't know,
but not. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to like pinpoint.
Their kind of music is called.
Yeah.
Definitely not metal though. Not at all. Slipknot is metal. But yeah, whatever. So you think that these people don't really have all that much talent when they sing songs like that. And Corey Taylor actually has a really great vocal range. People, like I told you, there was this one woman that analyzed Snuff, him singing Snuff live. And she was like, his voice is like immaculate. Like he is able to hit notes that a lot of people are unable to hit. And
we'll put a little clip in here as Brandon's talking about
I'll send it.
Yeah, you send it to me.
So yeah, very good. Did you go? What did you show? Did you go?
Yeah, I showed off the Ghost t-shirt.
Oh, okay, that's right. here's another one in the same realm as like Shazam Fury of the Gods. This one, it doesn't have the title on the front, but it is Ant-Man and the Wasp.
That's also a sick cover. And I'm not saying it just because it's purple, but like it goes with like
Yeah.
the galaxy looking. It looks really nice. Those are all great. I mean, I'm maybe it's a good thing that you showed the shitty Mario one first because that just set the bar so low.
Yes.
for Steel
Agreed.
Bugs.
Agreed. And this wasn't that great of a movie. It could have been a whole lot better. Out of the three I have shown, it's not popular to say this, I'd say it, but I think that Shazam's probably the best, with Mario taking second place after that.
Okay.
And then Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is just like
Very good.
so far off the periphery.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
All right, next one.
Yes, indeed.
And this one is actually my favorite of all the pickups. So we're going rock band mode here. Check this one out. And it's great. Although they're obviously censored, which sucks.
Oh yeah,
but
sure.
That's fine because it's goddamn Green Day.
Do you remember back around like 2009 how you'd hear the song 121 guns?
Yes, which
I don't know if that was picked up by the microphone at all, but
21 Guns isn't even listed on here in the
it is
set list. It's probably in there.
It played in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen like 5 or 6 times.
Really? That's a weird.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good song, but I don't know how that's fitting in whatever.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What is that, 21st Century Breakdown?
That is a different song, but that is...
No, the album. I know that that's a song as well, but that's the album it's from.
Okay. Before the Lobotomy. Now, that's a fucking great name. Before the Lobotomy. Anyway, yeah. I mean, there's not really too much to say about these.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the rug. Brandon, to go.
I hope you're having the time of your life filming this video right now.
Indeed.
All right. How much more do you have to show off here, young lady?
I don't know.
Yes, ma'am.
It's my turn, right?
Yes.
I don't think I showed this yet. I think you spoiled it, but I don't think I showed it, which is this.
Oh, yeah, at the beginning when I mentioned how fucking ass ugly that cover is, but
yeah,
everybody,
terrible?
that is the that is, in case you didn't know, this movie is just called Mushroom.
Show
everybody the back, the ingenuity, the genius, the creativity.
Let's ask the people first. Seeing that this is the front, and yes, it is the front. There's the spine right there. Just so you don't think I'm stupid. What do you think that the back of this could possibly be?
So my first guess was a 1-up.
Yep, a 1-up. Could be a 1-up.
Because that's a power,
Yeah, so it's just this, but
mushroom.
green.
Yeah.
And that would be an interesting way to go with it. Is it Mario's face? Is it the title of the movie?
Castle?
Bowser's Castle? Is it Princess Peach looking like a badass with a stick? Is it a Koopa? A Koopa Troopa? Who knows, right? Who knows?
What do they give us, Brandon?
Right now? Well, what they give us, Lucas, is just the back of the mushroom.
How fucking stupid.
It's very dynamic.
I hate it.
Like, look at that.
So ugly.
Ooh. Ah. It's like, ooh. Ah. Oh. That's it. I'm not going.
Very good.
That's my second favorite part of the Grinch. Next to the voicemail, of course.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Your turn.
The next three are like all pretty much related, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Because the Green Day one is like, it's Green Day, but I picked up just like pretty much all of them because some guy must have just traded them all in at once.
Yeah.
So there's Rock Band 2 and 3 right here.
Okay.
Rock Band 3 was the most expensive. They were all between like 10, $15, but this one was 30.
Wow.
Anyway,
That one was 20. The first one you showed, World Tour, was 20.
which one? Oh yeah, you're right. It was 20. I spent like over $100 that day. This one I got on eBay because I couldn't find it anywhere else.
Oh yeah.
So
you said
Rock
the
Band
Beatles
2
one,
yeah,
which
like,
was also for Wii.
I like the Beatles. I'm just not the biggest Beatles fan. I'd rather play Green Day songs than Beatles songs, so that's why I didn't pick that one up. And you're sitting here thinking, I hate this guy. Every time
Actually,
he
it might
opens
have
his
been the
fucking mouth, he
PS3
says something.
one. I mean,
Oh,
nothing surprises me anymore.
here, Brandon, look, I picked up Rock Band 3. I just turned it around. I haven't played Rock Band 2 or 3 yet, but
Unfortunately, it's probably just going to be Duality, but I'm happy to see that at least.
yeah, at least there's something in there. But this is pretty cool though. I think they did the same thing on the PS3 and 360 versions. This is DLC, but it's the Wii. How do you do DLC on the Wii? I think there's a certain way to do it. I never did. But like this one here, instead of being blue, there it is, a pay and play. So you can buy songs online. Where do they get stored? I don't know. But that's
always been the case.
Okay.
For Xbox,
that I know for
PlayStation,
Xbox
as
and
well as
PS3,
Wii,
but for the Wii,
it's just going to save on the system.
Okay. So like, but this one,
I don't think the Nintendo Store works anymore, though.
No, it doesn't. So that's why this is cool, because then all the DLC is physically on a disc. You don't need the game. You have to like insert the game and then insert this. You just put this in, and then you get all of whatever's on there. So take a look if you really care to. I want to play. I want to play fucking Rage Against the Machine. We got some Godsmack.
Yeah.
What else we have in here? We got a couple good ones, but this was the metal track
Blue
pack.
Oyster called, apparently.
Yeah, I wouldn't put that in the metal track pack, but
no, that's
what do
weird.
I know? Yeah, what do we know? So those are all the Rock Band games.
Seasons don't fear the Reaper.
I always think of Halloween.
Wind, the sun, and the rain, you can be as they are. Come on, baby, don't fear the Reaper.
Stop getting us all these violations.
It sounds like, what's that? Baby, take my hand. What? I can't think of the guy's name. You know exactly who I'm talking about, too. He looks
the guy
like
from
Kenny
fucking
Rogers.
Pearl Jam.
No, I don't think so. He has like a big beard and a big hair. He looks like a George Lucas or a Kenny Rogers.
Looks like Kenny Rogers and George Lucas.
And he sings like that, like,
I know that, like that. Yeah, that archetype voice. I know what you're talking about.
Michael McDonald.
That's
yes. Who it is.
Come on, baby. Oh my God, there's the joke in the 40-year-old version. If you don't take this Michael McDonald CD out that you've been playing for 3 months straight, I'm gonna if you don't stop playing Yamo Be There, I'm gonna Yamo burn this place to the fucking ground.
If I hear Yamo Be There one more time, I'm going to Yamo burn this place to the ground.
There's your Michael McDonald fix for the day. Everybody didn't think I'd be thinking about Michael fucking McDonald.
Well, not only did you get a nice little fact about Michael McDonald, you also got Michael McDonald's cover of Don't Fear the Reaper.
Yes, and I'm also waiting for the cover by Malcolm McDowell.
What'd you say?
Don't fear the Reaper. I'm waiting for the Michael McDowell cover. We got Michael McDonald, now we got Michael McDowell. Seasons don't fear the Reaper.
It's actually pretty good.
Oh, guys. You're next. Go. Do your thing, lady.
This one's funny. Relatively new one. It's also one that's sold out. Of course, it's a steelbook. It's almost the end of the steelbooks, but I saw it and I was like, oh yeah, like I saw it on Facebook and I was like, oh yeah, I've been meaning to get that. Let me go check. And it was sold out. And this is not a brand new movie. This is a re-release of an older movie, right? And I was like, really? It was that popular that sold out like that? And so I was able to find it like 20 minutes from here at a Best Buy. And so I had to go. I did store pickup for it and I went and picked it up. And I did notice that it might be a return. I noticed it just right now, like as we were about to record, because it's a little bit messed up at the top, and I don't know if that's just the slip cover, like the slip on a steelbook,
Yeah.
or if there's actual damage underneath. I guess we'll find out. I can still return this one though, luckily.
Very
But it is National Lampoon's Vacation.
I'm so fucking okay. Well, at least that's just the J tag, but the 100 fucking
The
Warner
J
Brothers
card.
thing
Yeah.
that is on every 4K and Blu-ray release this year.
Mhm.
Like it's all plastered all over the Evil Dead 4K,
Just like
and I'm like,
with the Disney one.
but that bothers me a lot more than the Disney one. I don't know. That one's just ugly as hell to me. I don't like
This
it.
bothers you more than the Disney one? The fact that Disney has an entire steelbook devoted to 100 years?
Yeah, I don't like it.
This one just has a J card. Just one tiny little spot.
Yeah, I buy slipcovers, so that's over the slipcover. I don't like it.
So if it said 100 all over this thing and it was just one tiny little picture in the middle of Chevy Chase, then there's
It would
no
be better, yeah.
comparison. This is substantially worse. Like, this looks nice. Like, other than the actual J card, like, this is terrible. And there's no way they're going to release the next 6 looking like that, or next 9 looking like that. Jesus. Because they've gotten so much flack over it. And there's just no way. There's just no way. They're not that stupid. But yeah, so it's fun. Sold out everywhere, like I said. And this is what I'm talking about up there. Like, you see that?
Is it
And
dented?
it looks like
Can you
it looks
feel
like
it?
it might be. It's impossible to tell.
Okay.
Just because of there's stuff under it, you know, like the way that they make these a lot nowadays, this sort of comes forward and breaks through the plastic, and so the plastic gets up underneath of it, so you can't push it down. So I don't know if there's plastic underneath of it or if it is bent when I push on it.
That's pretty shitty.
It is. But then on the other hand, this is a steelbook that sold out, so it's like maybe I should just hang on to it. I don't know. Yeah. By the way, everybody, I was on the Slaughter Lamb podcast horror quiz. I came in 3rd place. I answered a whole 1 question right, and I got into 3rd place. So that was fun. We'll put it in the description if you want to go check that out.
It's very entertaining to watch. Brandon goes not completely, but he's got a little bit of a schoolgirl mode. He's very excited. It's nice to watch.
I'm excited.
Brandon,
Yeah.
he's never excited like when I talk to him or like when we do the show. So it's like actually nice to see him happy for a change.
Yeah, I was definitely excited to be on there. I hope that I charmed them a little bit. I mean, you'll see.
Well,
like,
they
you
did
watch
say
my-
nice things about us. Yeah.
They did. And at the very end of the segment, once I go away, Darren, says only such nice things about me. He's like, I really like Brandon. And I'm like,
I know they wouldn't have said that about me if I was on
So
the podcast.
nice.
So it's good that you were there.
so Darren, if you ever want to collaborate on something, let me know.
I'm out of a
I've-
fucking hobby then.
I've tried.
You'll replace me.
There's people that are like you and I with them. Like
I
us,
see.
like together. And unfortunately he has much bigger and better names than us. But I told him, I was like, we can do something shitty that nobody else wants to do. I don't want to take anything away from those like bigger people. I'm like, we can do the Leprechaun series.
Hey,
So I volunteered us for that.
I need an excuse to watch Leprechaun Goes to the Hood and Leprechaun in Space.
Yeah. So it's like we could do an episode if they wanted where we just talked about the whole series and like ranked it or something, because nobody else wants that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
whatever.
We'll just pick
So
up
the
fucking
offer's out
flack.
there. We'll see if it ever happens. I love them though. They're great guys.
Yeah.
But and I won a Freddy figure. Cinema of Fear Freddy figure where he's in Scrubs.
Very good.
It's long been discontinued. So I was happy to win something. I didn't win
And
the
you'll
grand
see it
prize,
soon.
but that's okay. Yeah. What was the last thing you did?
The last thing I have to show you.
No, what was the last thing that you showed? Were you the last to go, or was I the last to go? I'm losing track here.
You were the last one to go. You just showed off National Lampoon, and before that, I did
Oh,
the Rock
okay.
Band. So it's me again, keeping with the musical theme. Do you remember? Do you remember this game? Like, no one fucking talks about it, but I still have to get the dongle. There's like an adapter. It's like USB to like the amp jack, and you can plug in your bass or your actual guitar and like play like games with like tabs, and like you can actually practice your guitar. So it's pretty cool. I saw like
That is
reviews
pretty
on it,
cool.
and it's accurate. It works. I just need to get there's like a small little picture there of the adapter that'll plug in. So
Huh.
I just figured for $8, the adapter's like 10, $12 on eBay. So once I get that, I would like to try it out. So figure that would be kind of cool. Maybe more productive. Actually use my real guitar that's just sitting there doing fucking nothing.
Correct.
So, yes,
Yeah,
or
that's
use my
interesting. I didn't
bass,
even know that
rather.
existed. I mean,
Yeah, they made
bass guitar.
they made a 2014 version that's on PlayStation and like the new Xbox, but it's the same fucking thing basically. So whatever. I just want to get the cheaper one because it's cheaper. And there you go. I have the holder thing to show off, and then like I'm done. So
Okay. So I guess I'll go.
you do
This
that,
is
lady.
there's this fancy thing, and I unfortunately I missed out on the release of the fourth movie because it was one of those that, like I told Lucas before we started filming, at least I think it was before we started filming, it's all very hazy now because it's been 7 hours
Yes.
ago, where I said that things, it might have even been on the show and it might have only been 20 minutes ago at this point, but I was like, things like Mario that were like huge hits, those
Yeah, you said
steelbooks
that
tend
today.
to sell out. Did I say
You
it
said it,
on
like-
the show?
Yeah, you did. We were talking. I don't know if it was like in context, so it might have been like a side cut. But you said it.
Like I know
heard
I
you say
said
today.
it to you today. I just don't know if I said it while like actually
I can't
on
even
the show.
I
or
can't
not.
even remember.
Just in case I didn't. Things that are huge hits, steelbooks, those ones tend to sell out very quickly, and ones that do poorly tend to sell out quickly
Mhm.
because there's not as many of them made. And ones that are just very middle ground, they'll stick around for a little while, right? Now, these movies here, it came in a pack of 3 of them. It's very nice, but I missed out on the fourth one because it was a big hit, unfortunately, and so it sold out. And you also deal with scalpers who buy like 10 of them at a time because Best Buy allows that to happen.
They get their jollies
Unfortunately.
off on that shit.
Yeah. So it is the John Wick Steelbook collection.
That is a really good looking set.
Looks like a book.
Wow, that is nice.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. And so it is 3 movies. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. It's the first 3, and like I said, the fourth one I missed out on, so I'm probably gonna have to pay like scalper prices for the fourth one.
No, it's really nice though. I love that. I like it a lot. That might be
Yeah, it's
the
nice.
best steelbook release of the year. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's called the Stash Book Collection. Where is it? Where are you? There we go.
Stash book. I like it.
Yes, indeed.
Very, very good.
Yeah, that was a fun one. I like.
There's
There's also 2 pictures in there for some reason from the movie. That's kind of strange.
You can
That's
frame them,
funny.
or you can give them to somebody.
Yeah.
Pretend you actually
100%.
took the pictures.
Where's the photo of the dog? That's all I'm asking for. See, those just 2 random photos sitting there?
Yeah.
Like, that's so weird.
I have like special edition games that have come with like photos, but like
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
totally. I get that. But like it'll be like 5 or 6 photos, just like for collection purposes. It's not like just 2 random ones. Or it might be like of Keanu Reeves behind the scenes or something. These are like whatever.
whatever.
Just seems strange to me. And to not include a photo of John Wick's dog.
Yeah, the whole reason the movie was made.
Yeah, literally. The entire reason that it even kicks off in the first place, the catalyst, you might say.
Exactly. I love that word, catalyst. It's like one of my favorites.
It's a good one. I like it.
Yes, ma'am.
Probably It's probably the best word ever.
Sure. So I have one more thing to show off, and I know you have the same item. How many more items do you have in your arsenal today?
Before that one,
Yes.
27.
All right, well, let's get going.
I have 3 to show together.
Okay. Then just
so really
do them all.
one item.
Okay.
Right now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I have to leave the premises. No, not really. Just trying to find a way to. Actually, I'll just hold them like this, and I'll just put them back. So they're from Fright Rags. This is the second release they have done. They did a first release that had characters in, and these are new characters. I saw these. I jumped on them immediately. I paid full price. It took the money right away, and it took like 3 or 4 months for them to show up. But
What?
yes.
Oh,
I'm going to start with the lesser, and I'll moving on up to the east side. Okay. So we got an Annie figure
yes.
from
So
Halloween.
I remember when we talked about this, like
Did we?
months and months ago. Yeah. It might have been on the show. I remember putting up a picture of an Annie figure or something from Fright
I think you
Rags.
showed the Linda figure because I have
Yes,
that.
yes. That's what it was. It
Yeah,
was
that was
Linda
from the
one.
first series.
Okay.
These are the second series ones. Yeah. It was Lori, Linda, and Michael Myers, I guess. Those were the first series. So these ones now it's getting a little bit weirder. And there's never been a Linda figure before, So
Yeah, yeah.
but now
That was like the whole thing. That's why I remember it. Because you
Yeah.
said there never was a Linda one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. It's
so
all
now
coming,
they're
all
now
coming
there's
back
an
to my
Annie one
dementia-ridden
too.
brain.
On
Yeah.
top of that, there is also a sheriff bracket.
I love it.
Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah,
Oh God.
very good.
Yep. Everyone's entitled to one good scare. Hey, Michael. Oh my God. Michael. Like he would say that like to Michael Myers before he kills him on the street. Hey, Michael. Everyone's entitled to one good scare. Like, come on. And then this is the one that's like bent up a little bit, as I noticed, which these things are for collectors. People almost never take them out of the boxes.
I wouldn't.
Because they increase in value so much. And they're usually pretty aware of that. So they will get them to you in very good condition. But this one is the Dr. Loomis.
And of course it's Loomis, and it's gonna be.
I know,
Here,
right?
Bring him up. Bring him a little closer up. So he's a retro cloth guy.
Look at that big fancy stupid coat.
Yeah, I love it, dude. That is everything. Like here, turn him around too, and then show the little mail-in slip that's on the back, like the thing that they have. Like that, it's so retro. I
For
fucking
your
love
pumpkin
it.
stencil
Yeah.
kit. Yeah, it's good. I like it.
That's all good shit.
The coat comes off, of course.
I like it. I really like these.
It's
They're
just
nice.
it's so goofy. It's the only way that you'd ever get like figures like this, and it's something they would have done back in the day, even though they never did. But for bigger properties like Star Wars, they do figures that just
that's
are like
that's
on
it
screen
has like
for
that
5
it has
seconds.
that washed out like look to it too, like that aged cardboard thing. I really like those Fright Rags.
Yeah, yeah, it's fun. And it also says at the top, this is serious too. It says adult collectible, not a toy. That is hilarious.
I love it.
Like they're like, yeah, this is serious shit. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's yeah, I like it a lot. And with like the Star Wars figures, they would release figures of characters that never even appeared in the movies because they were
There's
cut
like a
out of the
concept art.
movies. Well, no, they were like cut out, but they still made the figure for it, so they would release the figure. Or it was stuff like maybe concept and stuff that just never ended up happening. And
Send me like 2 or 3 old toys for Star Wars that care, just something I can throw up there.
like random ass characters.
Yeah.
Happily, I will do that
Very good.
because it gets really, really, really funny. Like extras, Like it'll be extras that are just in the background wearing a costume. They don't talk or anything. They're out of focus the whole time, but they'll give like a whole character name to them and stuff.
just so
It's
that way they can sell the
fantastic.
plastic.
Yep. Yep. It's hilarious. And then
Very good.
right there. I don't know how well you can see that. Oh, that was the wrong side. Right there.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And
Little
you might
pop.
think like, oh, that's not, look at that. That's pretty fucked, actually.
Absolutely fucked.
I mean, it's annoying.
Absolutely.
You have to admit that's annoying.
Yes.
You want it to be in pristine condition, and it's separating at the side because of that. And this is what I noticed first about it, that it has the oh
The
my
punch
God,
thing?
it's so hard to show things on a screen like that. No, that it's now it's making me look really crazy.
Yeah, you look really fucking stupid right now. I'm
See
getting
that?
secondhand
That's what I noticed
embarrassment.
first.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That caught my attention first, and I thought, oh, that's not so bad, until I turned it over and I saw really the extent of it. Because again,
the guy packing it must have mistaken it for his sandwich and like
Yeah,
started to
he
take a
must
bite
have.
out of it.
and I know people watching this are going to go, oh, big deal. That's not bad at all. And it's like, that kind of stuff completely devalues items. It sounds insane, but it's true.
Yeah, there are people
Um,
crazier than us, believe it or not.
Oh, much crazier. And like, it gets into a whole territory that I'm not even familiar with that kind of stuff.
Indeed.
There's a website that's called bigbadtoystore.com, and it has a lot of collectibles and stuff, and it gets so crazy with that kind of stuff that there is actually for most items you pay like a premium price of like $5 to $7 to actually get an item that has an immaculate box.
I would pay that.
It's
No
the
problem.
collector's box option when you select it when you're purchasing something. I've never done it personally, so I'm not that crazy, but I get why people do it, you know? So it's like you get a box that's in absolutely perfect condition, you know?
Indeed.
So it does get crazier. But now we're on to the last item.
And we have duplicates here. So we ordered these in what, Brandon? March?
Yeah, probably March. That
And
sounds right.
if you're a if you're a screaming Ghostface collector, then you know the fervor that these caused online when
Yes, you
Cinemark
do.
released them, and the scalping to high heaven that occurred. And then we
Such scalping.
got ours for $20, not 200. Eat a dick.
Correct.
So of course it's obviously the Ghostface popcorn tub. I would never put buttery popcorn in here. That is absolutely disgusting.
Oh no.
However, it is really nice. It just looks like an ultra white, basically. It does have like a little eye mesh in there. Though I remember somebody was like talking about, they're like, oh, it almost, with the way it's designed, it almost looks like it has sparkle material. Whoever said that is stupid, because it looks like it's 3D printed. That does not look like sparkles to me. Sorry. It looks like fucking Braille.
No, it doesn't look like sparkles, especially because the thing that opens in the back is like a different material altogether.
Yep.
Like this that opens, like you think they would have printed it all together.
Mm-hmm. However,
Wouldn't
though,
you?
I would think so, but like the actual sculpt of the mask is really, really good, and the eye mesh looks really good too.
Yeah,
See if I can kind of get
it's
that up
definitely
a little.
cool.
Nah, it's a little too
Yeah,
hard to
probably
see.
not. It's
Yeah,
hard.
but it is a really nice display piece, though. I like it a lot. And then I have. There you go. Look at Brandon. Well,
There you
grab
go.
something.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. You know, it's funny though. I never held one of these in my hands until it arrived. And immediately I thought, man, I bet those people that spent $250 were really disappointed.
Fucking disappointed. It's cheap as fuck. Yeah.
I mean, very cheap, yes, but they're so tiny. I had no idea how tiny
I
they
thought
were.
it was like gonna be like a third bigger, at least.
I was thinking the same thing. I knew it wasn't big as an actual mask, but I didn't think it was going to be like this. I mean, compare it to my head.
Did come in a really cool box though, because it has like the Scream, with the Scream 6 logo, and then do you like scary movies on there? So I'm gonna break this down and save the box because someone's gonna want that box. You know what I mean? It does have the do you
Indeed.
like scary movies on the back. So yeah. But I honestly completely forgot about it. I just was getting ready to go to like Moths to Flame.
Yeah, is that weird?
Yeah.
I think it
As
came
your
out of my
little friend,
popcorn
he just-
bucket.
That's pretty funny. But yeah, I completely forgot about it. I was getting ready to go to work, and then I saw it sitting on the porch, and I brought it in, and I told Brandon that I finally got it, and he's like, "I ordered mine before you bitch."
That was probably an exact quote too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucas got it like 2 weeks before me.
Oh, I got it that much earlier than you. Wow.
Yep. Mine arrived like the day before the Slaughtered Lamb quiz. So I had it sitting behind me for that.
I would be angry if I were you and be thinking about mine. I would be mad at me.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I
Yeah,
did
well-
get 2 of them. I don't know if that made a difference, but they just both came in a slightly bigger box together,
Mhm.
individually packaged, but
With the promotional
both
box.
of them put into a bigger box. Yeah. 2
Okay,
promotional
cool.
boxes inside of an unmarked box.
Very good. But he is adorable, though. I do like him a lot. He's a very good little shelf piece. Literally little.
That's how big.
But it is
Again,
very nice.
I'll do this.
Yeah. If you want to put it up to like, I got the boombox on my shoulder.
It's like the kid from Halloween 2,
There you
Lance
go.
Warlock, which is Dick Warlock's son, walking, and then
Very good. So we have the devil and the angel on our shoulders of Ghostface.
yes, hey, yes.
Shut the hell up, Dermot Mulroney.
Yeah, I wish I could think of like all he does is he just sits on your shoulder all day and just screams at you like obscenities, and it goes like you're just sitting there, you're like, you scared me. Do you understand what it's like to have a first son die? The bond between a son is so special. And I'm like, okay, thanks. I didn't ask. That's so weird. Do you understand how much I love my son? No, but it's good to know that you do. Please leave me alone. Richie was a good boy. Oh my God.
Just because the end of that movie, it makes me not even like Richie anymore. Like that movie.
I know. Me too.
I'm done. I'm so done with Scream 6. Tune in for the next special features where we have our steelbooks for Scream 6.
I know. I know.
We are literally the worst. We'll sit here and
I
say,
literally hate it.
we're like, we sit here and talk about how much we hate it. We're like, yeah, we got to get the mask, the shitty mask for the new movie. We need our steel. We are literally the definition of like fangirls. It's so bad.
Yeah. I mean, though, it's understandable because you have the Last Jedi,
Oh yeah, I still have that. I still have movies I don't
Last
like.
Jedi,
Yeah.
Steelbook. It's like you get it for the collection. That movie, that's an example of a movie that there's tons of them for. Same thing with Rise of Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
There was too many of them made, really. But yeah, so it's like I would always get the Scream 6 Steelbook.
Yeah, there's no way I wasn't. I have to
whether I liked it or not, but I think about it sometimes and it hits me and I'm like, I really don't like that movie. Like
and again, I'm
like
glad everybody else likes it, but nope.
Yeah,
not for me.
That confuses me so much because a lot of times I'm like, well, I can see where they're coming from. With this, I really can't. I mean, it has some good scenes in it, yes.
Yeah, it's just not a good movie.
But yes, it's not a good movie. The overarching story is terrible. I mean, it's just the acting is pretty damn bad. It's just, yeah. I feel the same way as you. It kind of ruins Richie's character a little bit.
I know. It really does. Amber's the fucking standout Ghostface of Scream 5. There you go. It's like, so funny.
Out of all of Scream 5, there's a lot of things that I love about it. Very few things I dislike. Amber is one of the people that I dislike, like one of the characters I dislike, one of the aspects, mostly because she's like 4'11" and she somehow killed
Oh,
Dewey.
we're talking about the physicality of them.
And
Yeah.
the Dewey, like the ghost face in that scene is very obviously over 6 foot tall.
Because
You know
as
what I'm
we've said it
saying?
before, whenever I get on my Scream 4 high horse, but when Jill actually is in the costume at the end of the movie, and it's so fucking obvious it is not whoever was playing Ghostface throughout the entirety, and it's just like almost laughable because she's like
Yep.
fucking. Not only is this robe tailor made for her, but she's still swimming in it.
She also has the and I didn't start noticing this until a few years ago, but she has shoulder pads on
Oh,
to
really?
make it look like, yeah, check it out. Put a picture. She has
Okay.
fake shoulder pads, so she looks more like a man when she's wearing it, but she's never gonna look like a man because she's so tiny, and it's like it would have been even funnier if they didn't do that. They probably filmed it originally without that, and then they're like, this is so ridiculous because her shoulders are so small.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. That's one of those things I just can't stand about the movie. But I think about that stuff, and Amber I dislike, and it's almost like Scream 6 is just a movie with a whole bunch of Ambers in it. That's how I would compare it.
Yeah. Nobody fucking dies in that movie.
That's the other thing. I mean, obviously, if you guys want to know our specific thoughts on Scream 6, you can go
I'm sorry,
check out
guys. We're gonna stop
our
talking
videos
about Scream 6, 'cause
it. We have spoiler and non-spoiler, I think,
And a ranking.
videos. And a ranking, yes. But it's infuriating. I had to say that and cut it off because I was gonna go off
Keep
on a
continuing,
tangent
yeah.
with that movie too, because it is just like, it's infuriating. It reminds me of Halloween Kills. It's just like, come on. And that's why Halloween Ends, no matter how mediocre it was, does not have moments in it, at least, that are cringy, right?
Yeah, I'll give you that. Halloween Ends is it's grown on me more, and especially ever since I met James Jude Courtney and he signed that
Yeah.
one. It's like, okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's grown on me.
Yeah.
And then it also did confirm my theory about how obsessed James Jude Courtney is with Jamie Lee. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, that's like all he was talking to me about was how much he loved working with her. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
I get it, but
He's a
also,
cool
so
guy,
if you want to hear about the time I pissed off Michael Myers and he choked me, you can check that video out too.
yes. In the thumbnail, it's Lucas being choked by him. So it's very good.
Yep.
And I really liked Rowan Campbell, and I thought he did a fantastic
I love him in the
job.
movie.
So,
He did do a good
he's really
job.
good. Yeah. I look forward to rewatching it this year for the holiday season, the spooky
Indeed.
season and whatnot. And I'll watch the commentary, I guess, too. All right. That's it, everybody. I hope you all have or had a wonderful Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Yeah. Enjoy
if you-
enjoy this feature-length special features.
Yeah,
That's our
Jesus.
gift to you.
It's like 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, that's
If
fucked
you
up.
got through this, thank you. You're a super fan.
Yes, you have the patience of a saint.
Yes, you do.
Truly.
This is the longest special features ever, but in our defense, it's been a long time since we've had one, When we have a normal episode, we talk about a subject and we can't really veer out of that subject like
Because
we used to
will.
do.
And we
Because it made for very bad episodes.
Yeah, it's bad.
So we have to keep ourselves restrained. With special features, there's no restraint. It's kind of the whole point.
Yeah,
of
it's
it.
just whatever. And it's just fun. Like I said at the beginning, it's our fun, like chill out games. Chill out games,
Exactly.
chill out video session.
Exactly.
So Brandon, that's all I gotta say. I gotta get out of here.
Me
I gotta
too.
go. I got some pizza I gotta eat. I have to make a mukbang for the other channel while I have everything
Yeah.
set up still. So
Yeah, you do. All right. Bye, everybody. Happy 4th of July.
Bye, everybody.
I hope it was a good one for you. If you live out of the country, then I hope you still watch Jaws anyway and enjoyed it. All right. Comment below. Let us know what's your favorite Jaws movie.
I like Jaws 3.
Apparently, that's a popular one to like.
Is it really? I missed that as a joke.
Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a popular one to like. It's a lot of people's second favorite.
Really? Interesting. I like Jaws 4.
Yeah, nobody likes that.
that was the joke.
Yeah, no, I got it. Michael Caine is in it, and he hates it. There was a ruby the size of a tangerine. Stay frosty, everybody.
Yes. Or it's like a baby's arm holding an apple. Oh, look, you use a kickstand.
Yeah, it's good. I like that. Yeah.
Oh God.
Is that what he says about Mini-Me and Goldfinger?
Yeah, when he has, he's like his pants are off or something. Like he's talking about his dick.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Vern Troyer.
Yes. What'd you just call me? Vern Troyer.
I'm ruined on that too. I think about that every time.
I'm so glad I never see that guy anymore too. So
thank goodness.
Yes. Anyway,
Thank
everybody,
goodness.
have a good one. We gotta go. I gotta get Brandon out of here, and I gotta eat my pizza.
Indeed.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
You had to do it to him. That's me, everybody. By the way, that's me as a figurine.
Yeah, that is Lucas. It was specially made using photos of Lucas as well as his wardrobe.
It's life size too.
It is.